Twitter? Isn't that what celebrities use to air their dirty laundry? I don't want to waste my time reading about celebrity gossip. What the heck is a PLN and how can Twitter help with that? Educators are seriously using Twitter to connect with each other? What if no one follows me? Well, I'll trust you this time. Help me set up a Twitter account. In his TED Talk, Ideas Were Spreading, Clay Shirky says that tech tools do not get socially interesting until they get technically boring. I guess that's why it was so easy to start a blog. So now that I've created my own blog, and through Twitter I found a lot of other blogs I want to follow, how do I keep everything organized? Is there a way to get updates when new blog posts are created? Google Reader, what does it do? I can put blogs into categories. I can bundle blogs together. New blog posts show up in chronological order, and I can also see that by category. Sounds like an awesome tool. Sign me up. What am I going to do for a final project? I have so many ideas running through my head, and I don't know which one to choose. I want to do it all, but I have to pick and choose, because it's like most things, I have to be able to balance. I blogged about this today, and the response has been overwhelming. My network has got my back. They've listed pros and cons for each option and voiced their opinion of which they think I should choose. Above and beyond that, they've offered links to other sites and people that can help me. Why would these people who I've never met in person want to help me out? Why am I so interested in what they have to say? I'm starting to see why the concepts of open education and networked learning are so powerful. I started part of my final project today, and I created student blogs. I tweeted out a request asking what site to use, and kidblog.org seemed to be the most commonly used site. My students are set up and we have started blogging, but how can I encourage comments? I think that students will be more engaged if there are more comments. I connected with Will Chamberlain on Twitter, and he introduced me to the hashtag and blog site called Comments for Kids. Now my students have an abundance of comments, and their enthusiasm is contagious. The terms network and community keep getting thrown around. What the heck is the difference? Aren't they the same thing? One of my classmates said something that has me thinking a little bit differently. I think of communities as more personal and networks as more professional. Twitter would then be my network, and from that network, communities have the potential to form. So am I a member of an online community? I guess the best thing to say right now is I'm working on it. This open community is new to me, but I'm confident that by the end of class, our EC&I 831 community will be strong, and I will feel like a contributing member. Well, I'm a lurker, and for some reason I love that word. I'm reading blogs from classmates and mentors, but I haven't been commenting. This EC&I 831 community is new to me, and I have to gain trust in the process of creating a community. In her presentation, Cheryl Nussbaum Beach said that community has 4 main requirements: celebration, connection, communication, and collaboration. Well, it's been a few weeks now, and through blog comments, Twitter, and Illuminate sessions, there has been all 4 of these elements, so I guess we formed a community. Though I have a long way to go before I am a commentator, I've gained trust in this community and have jumped from a consumer to a contributor. I hope this community continues long after this course is over. Today is one of the best days I've had in a long time. I've been reading blogs of fellow classmates and have taken inspiration from the work they are doing. Add in a presentation by Zoe Brannigan-Pipe, and I decided that it was time for me to stop thinking about making a change and to make a change. Today I threw aside my ELA and social studies lessons that I had planned, and together with my students we began a journey. We collaborated on our smartboard, we watched live streaming video, we blogged, and all the while my students were engaged and we were covering curriculum objectives. It's time for my definition of literacy to change. To be literate, students must know much more than just how to read and write. Tools such as blog, Skype, and wikis can help build 21st century digital learners. It's time to start promoting higher level thinking skills and encouraging global collaboration with the help of Web 2.0 tools. I think Google Docs may be the best thing I've found throughout this entire course. It's helped me immensely with my final project and even in my day-to-day work as an administrator. Thank you to my network for all of your help with troubleshooting and filling in my Google Forms for my final project. An author commented on one of my student blogs today. She was so excited, as was the rest of the class. My students are putting more effort into their reading response journals, just in case the author reads it. Well, just in case anyone reads it. Wait a minute. I've always read them. What am I, chopped liver? I'm not sure how the authors are finding your blogs. It could be because I'm using Twitter to highlight them. It could also be because of Google Alerts. If you sign up for Google Alerts, it will alert you when your name is used online. Speaking of Google, have you Googled yourself lately? Try it and see what happens. I did, and my top 5 results are related to my job. I wonder what yours will relate to. That's part of your digital identity. Let's talk about what we want our digital identity to look like. Jamie and I presented for this week's unsession. The presentation was one thing, but the formation of our resource sheet has been very useful. I actually tried a conversation with a staff member today. Tam, if you're really interested in blogging, I don't think your students are too young. There's a teacher that I follow on Twitter that has blogs for her grade 1 and 2 students. Yeah, the posts aren't anything in depth, but the students are still writing. I know you're worried about the technical aspects of it, but what if I brought in my students to help you? They could teach your students the ins and outs of blogging while I help you with the management parts. This conversation came back to me when I read the article, "The Objective of Education is Learning, Not Teaching." We learn a great deal interacting with others, sharing what we are learning with others, and vice versa. It almost reminds me of the movie, Pay It Forward. What is my role in this online world? I think I take on a lot of different roles at different times. Sometimes I'm a learner, gathering all I can from my network. Other times I'm a facilitator, supporting and encouraging. It depends on the day. But tonight I was a salesperson and a coach and a demonstrator. Every parent that came to me got an explanation of what a blog is. I demonstrated how to leave a comment, and I highlighted all of the connections their children are making. I was also the coach, encouraging parents to comment. I talked of the importance and significance to their children. I sold the heck out of the idea and put a major emphasis on the benefits to the students. Now we wait and see if I truly am a good salesperson or if I better keep my day job. And that is a snapshot of my journal and a few of the conversations I've had over the past 3 months. I hope that this EC&I 831 community continues long after this course is over. To my network, thank you is not enough for all that you have given me over the past couple of months. I hope that in the future I can help you as much as you've helped me. To my students, thanks for everything. You've been supportive and have been with me this entire way. And finally, to my classmates, I've learned so much from you in your blogs, much more than I ever anticipated. Thank you for being so transparent and sharing this journey with me.